Hey, my name is DeAndre Vest. I'm a team member of the Screenshots. My task this week was to implement one of the use cases using PHP and HTML. What I learned is just being able to connect my PHP files with my database so we can retrieve and update information into the database. The best experience was just learning something new, and the worst experience was it was hard to get it to connect and learn something new at first. But that's the IDE that we are using over here. Well, I'm using Visual Studio Code for my PHP. There's some of the code.
My name is Sam Sherwood. I'm part of Screenshots. My task for this week was to create the use case sequence diagrams and to do part of the PHP unit testing. What I learned so far was how to set up the PHP unit testing framework, how to connect databases with PHP and CSS files, and pretty much overall how to create a website. How am I going to apply what I learned in the future? I'm sure that learning this new language will really help me in the future with different jobs and my future classes. Best or worst experience? Worst experience is probably also getting the database to connect with the PHP files and having to download like 8 different programs to make all of this work. And right now I'm about to explain the use case sequence diagrams from this week. Okay, this is the search function. It's to search our car rental database. You're going to get input search criteria from the user. That's going to send that criteria to the server. You're then going to query the database. The database is then going to return the query and the info back to the user. And then this is admin login. So there's going to be a different database table made for admins only, and they're going to enter username, password. It's going to log in. It's going to retrieve the admin from the database. And there's 2 alternate paths depending on if the username and password is accepted or invalid.
Hello, my name is Jamaris Johnson. I'm also a member of Screenshots. For this assignment, my objective or job was to work with HTML, CSS, and PHP and help with our website. I'm working on 2 different web pages for the site. One was Car Fleet, which is essentially just a simple breakdown. We take pictures and you can click the pictures and pick from different categories for types of cars. And there's location, which is like the location of where you can pick the car up from. I believe this will be useful because implementations of different languages such as HTML, CSS, and PHP all working together will be good for a future career as a software engineer. And I believe that there weren't any hard companies. I mean, I feel like the time constraints because it's the summer semester, but with a good group, it's really easy to get through that.
Hello, my name is Jimmy Petit. I am a computer science major at Georgia State University. I am the tour coordinator for the Screenshot group, and my task for this assignment was actually to work in the front-end implementation for our car rental system. What I have learned from this assignment is about PHP, since I have not previous experience using PHP. And what I have learned from this assignment could actually help me for the future if I decide to go into software engineering field. The best experience for me in this assignment was how we worked ourselves and how we put our minds together to actually find a way to connect the database to our PHP, and we finally get it to work. And that actually was our hardest part for this assignment, but as a great team, we actually get it done.
Hi, my name is Dale Franks with the Screenshots. For this assignment, my task was to help create and run tests using PHP unit, and also to learn PHP because I haven't had experience with it prior. What I've learned, I've learned PHP because, as I said, I haven't used it before. So I've been looking at a lot of tutorials and doing a lot of things to stay on track with this assignment using PHP. How I can apply what I've learned well, after this class, I'll have familiarity with another language, PHP, and so that will help me a lot in future jobs. My worst experience, I think, was this video, trying to figure out how to film this video, but we figured it out in the end. And now I want to talk about one of our diagrams, the layered architectural design pattern for our system. So we chose layered architectural design because it works well with an agile team, which we are. Each layer corresponds to a different service or integration. So as you can see here, we've got the presentation layer, the business layer, and the persistence layer. The presentation layer is essentially what the user sees. It's the user interface. The business layer is the business logic behind our system. And the persistence layer is like the back end, the data. Yeah, so we felt that this was the best pattern for our project. Thank you.